Hello and welcome to another episode of Tiksu to UniTartu. Today I'm joined by two students, one from the Pärnu College and another from the Viljandi Culture Academy. Today we're going to be talking about the two schools and some types of programs and a little bit about the cities themselves. So, Kristel, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I can start. Hello, my name is Kristel. I study at Pärnu College and my specialty is tourism.
Great, thank you. And would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is Mari Meentalo and I study at Viljandi Culture Academy. The field is creative application of cultural heritage. And it's a master's program. My main focus is on Estonian bagpipes and folk hymns, how to translate those old traditional religious folk melodies onto bagpipes.
Oh, super cool. And normally when we have people on, we ask, how'd you find Estonia? How'd you find the University of Tartu? But maybe instead of, you guys are both Estonian, so maybe you could just tell me how you decided to come to the University of Tartu and maybe how you found it.
Well, I was a victim of an Instagram ad. I just saw the ad pop up and I was just graduating from vocational school and I just decided that I could do more.
And could you maybe tell me a little bit about what you're doing in your program?
Well, this year it's been more like an introduction to the studies.
And this is your first year?
This is my first year,
okay.
Yeah. We've been studying the process of different types of hotel management, like spa, food, and hospitality, and also like some of Estonian tourism geography. And other things are mainly the introduction, like how to do the academic works and so on.
Yeah, great. And Mari, could you maybe, well, you already did describe your degree a little bit, but could you maybe tell me a little bit about where your college is located and maybe some of the other programs?
It's located in Viljandi, which is like central south of Estonia. The other fields that you can study are in BA level, for instance, music production, sound design, traditional music, jazz music, also traditional building. I'm not sure whether it's actually like called traditional building in English, but you know. Yeah. Then blacksmiths and jewelry makers, like goldsmiths. Also traditional fabrics, costume design, that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a lot of, traditional culture-based fields.
Yeah, I've heard Viljandi is like the cultural capital of Estonia in some regards, so it makes sense that a lot of the classes would kind of be revolving around that.
You can definitely say that. Yeah.
And Kristel, what are some other courses that people can take in Pärnu and where is it located?
Well, as the name of the college says, it's located in Pärnu, next to the river. There's like this small yachting bay. So it's, first of all, really nice location. You can take like walks during the breaks. And you can also study entrepreneurship. There's like design for, I think it's external studies, if I'm right, I'm not sure.
Could be.
And for masters, there's like person-centered. I'm not sure how the names of the other specialities are in English.
Yeah, that's fine.
But yeah, there's not much of those that you can study, but there's like few.
Yeah, I know that a lot of the more English-centered ones are in Tartu right now, but I know there are some English programs in Viljandi, if I'm correct.
Yeah, I think in master's level, one is culture, creative project management. Yeah.
Okay.
Something like this.
And I know that like the folkloristics, they usually have a few trips out to Viljandi every once in a while, ones in Tartu. Yeah. But maybe you guys could tell me a little bit more about your degrees in the sense, how do you guys like the facilities in your city? How are the teachers? How are you enjoying your experience so far?
Well, it's my second time in Viljandi. So I did my bachelor's in traditional music, and now I'm doing my master's there. So this town pulls me back, and also the teachers there, lecturers, they're really professional in their field. It doesn't mean only that they're good at teaching, but also they're active in their field and really renowned.
Yeah. I know you mentioned that you study bagpipe, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any extracurriculars or maybe some things you do outside of your schoolwork that you get involved with your instrument, or is that just kind of strictly work?
Oh, no. Yeah, I have a band called Opus. We mix together Estonian traditional music and electronic dance music. Oh. And we also have a VJ and a dancer in the band. So it's like, taking traditional music to nightclubs.
Super cool.
Yeah, and then I also started running a venue in Viljandi, which is called Myra, MYRA. Mm-hmm. And we do open mic nights, for instance, there, or other really fun activities that's open for both students, townspeople, etc. So it's there's lots on my plate.
Super cool. And Kristel, could you maybe tell me how you're enjoying your experience so far? I know when we were talking before the podcast, you mentioned you've done a lot of studying, but how does the Pärnu College maybe stack up to the other places you've studied at?
I think the way that teachers teach, it's different. They make us do the things in practice. So you study while you're doing those things.
Yeah.
And I enjoy it more than just sitting in a classroom and listening.
No, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I had a similar experience with my degree. A lot of the professors, they made us get together in groups and, work as a team. So I think that's a great way to learn. So I wanted to talk a little bit more about your guys' specific cities. Maybe somebody doesn't want to come there to study. They just want to go and hang out in Viljandi or Pärnu. What would you say is the biggest selling point of Pärnu?
I think that Pärnu is you get two things in one place. Like during the summertime, the Pärnu is known as the summer capital in Estonia. Mm-hmm. But during the winter time, there's also a lot to do. Example, the nature is just great. You can take walks on the beach. The beach is nice even during the winter. So who doesn't like beach?
Yeah. And one thing I'll say on my visit, they have some of the best restaurants in Estonia. They have some good restaurants there.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And also the spas.
Yeah. There you go. And Mari,
well,
how about Viljandi?
There's the spa being built in Viljandi now. But well, before coming to study in Viljandi this time around, I lived in Tallinn for 5-6 years. Mm-hmm. And the reason why I wanted to get out of Tallinn was that, it was intense noise-wise and traffic-wise, etc. But in Viljandi, you can really focus on what you want to do, on your profession, on your creativity. So, this scenery, this environment really helps you to get into the flow. And the nature is beautiful. The landscape is awesome. It has such a beautiful castle ruins. And if you want to go out to the nature, you just, take a couple of steps and basically you're there. If you want to take, a walk around the Lake of Viljandi, for instance, and as we mentioned before, Viljandi is in a way like a culture capital or a traditional culture capital of Estonia. So despite the town being small, there's such a huge variety of culture happening, concerts, theater shows, etc. So there's lots to do in the summertime and both wintertime. And I personally find it even difficult to make it everywhere I want to go. Yeah. So it's in a way it's a small town, but culture-wise, it's a busy town.
Yeah. My first year in Estonia, I lived in Tallinn as well, and it is really hustle bustle. There's so many things going on, so many people doing different things, and it's really nice to be in a smaller town where you can kind of, focus in on what you're doing with like-minded people. You know, everybody's a student in Tartu. You go to Viljandi, it's a bit smaller, not that much smaller, but everybody's involved in culture in some way. So it's probably pretty refreshing.
Yeah, and what's pretty cool is that we have dancers there, we have theater students there, we have musicians there, culture managers there. So there are so many ways to collaborate.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Great. And I wanted to now ask you guys a little bit, maybe a little bit more intimately, how is the housing situation there? How are you living? How are most students living? And maybe you guys could give me a ballpark price of what it is to get accommodation in your city.
Well, Pärnu College unfortunately doesn't have any student housing, but they do bring out different kinds of websites and apartments where you can like rent a room or the whole apartment. And also like in school they have this board and they add different types of housing opportunities.
Did you have a hard time maybe finding a place when you first moved there, or was it pretty easy?
You could say it's 50-50. 50-50. Because most of the apartments in Pärnu, they rent it out from September until May. But for me, I would like to stay like the whole year.
Yeah.
And typically the apartments will be rented out during the summertime through Airbnb.
Oh, yeah.
Which is kind of bad for someone like me who wants to stay the whole year.
Yeah.
But mostly my classmates, usually, they all went back to their home cities.
Oh, that's really interesting. I know it's more of like a vacation like destination for a lot of people. Definitely during the summer. I know it's called like the summer capital of Estonia. So it's interesting that people are kind of renting from certain time frames instead of doing the whole year.
Yeah, well, that's the reason why they rent out the apartments for summer, because it's the summer capital.
Yeah,
they make more money of it.
Definitely. And how about the housing situation, accommodation in Viljandi?
Well, Viljandi has 2 student housing opportunities. I'm not exactly sure about the prices though, but there are like, different price points if you want to share a room or if you want to have a private room. Usually the kitchens are shared, but you get your own bathroom, shower and, your room. Yeah. And and there's also quite a busy renting market as well. Yeah, so you can go to a Facebook Marketplace, for instance, or there are some real estate sites like KB.
Yeah, KB.
.e
or
there's
also like City 24.
Yeah, City 24, also Rendin.
Yeah.
.e, etc. So there are different options. I think. Of course, the best places, go from word to mouth. You hear it from your friend, etc. You don't find it on the
uncle.
Yes. So it's actually quite reasonable to do a shout out on Facebook, for instance.
Yeah, definitely. I've seen that before as well. But I think the advice we always give is start looking early. Don't show up and expect to have one sitting there ready for you. I
was actually in this situation in last autumn because my master started and the summer was so nice. I was basically living in a van and touring with my band, in Estonia and all over. And when September started, I had my lecture starting, but I was like, okay, I need to find a place to stay. So for first couple of weeks, I actually lived out of my minivan. But during that time, I was able to find a place, and there are some cafes, for instance, where a lot of people go to. So you can tell the cafe owners that I'm looking for something, and they will spread the word. And
that's that small town privilege.
Yeah. So it's really a community driven environment.
Yeah. Definitely. All right, thank you. And something I don't know about, I know about the student life in Tartu, but maybe you could tell me a little bit about the student life in Pärnu.
Well, I'm part of the student council.
Oh, awesome.
And we try to make the student life as fun as possible. We like making different kinds of events. We just started from the start of the year. we started to work together with this place called Kultuuriklubi Tempel, which just opened up in Pärnu. So every month we make a party or after party over there, which usually people like it, I can say.
How many students do you usually have?
Well, you mean like at the parties?
Yeah,
or
at the parties.
20 or 30 or something like that.
Okay.
It's starting to grow.
Yeah.
We hope to make it better in the next year.
Well, with your efforts, it's starting to grow. Right?
We hope so.
Yeah. Could you maybe tell me about some of the other functions you guys do as the student council in Pärnu?
I usually specialize in marketing in the student council.
Oh, cool.
So my main thing is like marketing the events. But yeah, we try to like figure out different types of holidays like Valentine's Day, Christmas, and with those we try to figure out what kinds of events we should do.
Awesome, cool. And what about Viljandi? How's the student life there? I'm assuming it's pretty.
It's busy, but a lot of since I'm in the music field, a lot of students are also putting a lot of time into practicing their instruments. Yeah. So it's like always a question whether you should be practicing or going to the party.
Hopefully the walls aren't too thin in the apartments. You'll be hearing your neighbor playing cello till.
Well, we have actually great opportunities to practice at school. So we have like a music building.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and you can book a room there for as long as you need.
Yeah.
And then it's going through via online, so you can book it online, and then you can see which rooms are available, etc. So yeah, it works. But when it comes to the student party scene, then there are a couple of bars or venues that are like really the heart of the student life. For instance, Conservatorium, cheap beer, which is number one reason.
Cheap beer is good beer.
Yeah, cheap beer. And of course there are, rock concerts or whatnot happening there. Then really close by is Roman, another bar. They have music, how do you say? Musica Victorine. Do you know how to translate it?
Music Victorine, maybe?
Raffle? I don't know. No.
It's all right.
Anyways, Roman, yeah. They have during the summertime ping pong tables outside, and then different events going on, parties, whatnot. Also doing advertising for my own venue, open mic nights. Yeah. So there are different options to choose from. Yeah.
Great. I mean, you've been kind of talking about some of the events in the city, but what are maybe some stuff that's outside of the sphere of the university, like some events that, happen in the city that people shouldn't miss?
Well, Viljandi, of course, is mostly known by its folk music festival, which is happening the last week of July. So if you want to see that folk music festival, and I think awesome about it is that, there are people from toddlers to, seniors.
Yeah.
So it's really encompassing such a huge variety of people going there, having fun. It's not only, elderly, traditional music heads or whatnot. So it's really the youngsters are really in the scene, and it's super fun. So this is definitely one of the main things to take part in.
Yeah. I see it every year. I haven't gone yet, but a lot of my favorite artists always are showing up there, and it's not it's not two men hitting on a bone. It's very upbeat, very it's really good music. I really enjoy the traditional music. And
it's not only root traditional music. It's there's a lot of for instance, my band Opus is also going to be performing there. So it's they're not really strict on being especially folk root based, but they have a lot of international acts as well. Yeah. So it's cool.
So check it out.
Yeah, and you come in the summer.
I'll be there. I'll be there. Don't worry. And Kristel, what about Pärnu? How about some events there that you wouldn't want to miss?
I think one of the biggest events like that every single young person knows is beach grind.
I don't know that one.
Really?
Well, it's quite a big event. Every year it's even bigger than it was last year. So you should definitely check that out as well.
What kind of music is that? Is that more like the kind of like rap hip hop?
Yeah, there's like DJs.
Okay.
And EDM.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool. Then we'll have to.
It's like Estonian Coachella, you know.
Well, yeah. What time?
True.
I mean, it probably happens in the summer beach grind, but what kind of? What's the time frame when it happens?
I've never been there.
I was there last year. I was also performing there last year, and I think it was like in the beginning of July.
I think it's in July, yeah.
First part of July, yeah.
Okay, but if they're both at the beginning of July.
No, the other one is at the end.
Okay,
Folk music.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna have to choose. It was picking between your parents or something.
No, you can do both. Yeah, and which is what is cool about beach grind is that it's happening like next to the beach in the park.
Mm-hmm.
So the setting is super nice. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And I wanted to ask you guys, maybe since you maybe aren't part of the international community, you might not. Well, I can't say that, but how is the international community there? Do you see a lot of foreigners? Do you see a lot of foreign groups, or is it kind of a little bit more of Estonian groups there?
I haven't seen any foreigners, but I did my homework. If you go to Pärnu College's website, there's a guide for foreigners. Every group has their own like Facebook community. So there's like different types of communities on Facebook. And there's also like this place called Hub, which also is for people who just want to hang out, play games with their friends.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Great. So I wanted to ask you guys, if you were to come to your college, maybe you're coming first day, what tips would you give to your, your past self?
Take a chill pill.
Take a chill pill.
And just, I don't know, be chill and take time to do your homework, maybe. Don't do it on the last minute like I did.
Nah, that's good advice.
You will burn out.
Yeah, that's great advice. And Mari, what about you?
Yeah, well, I would say that, when you go there, when you go to study, then just start doing your own thing. If you have something that really drives you and you're thinking of, I want to do a band, for instance, and you're always hoping and, like thinking that maybe someone will approach you, then, be the active side.
Yeah.
Yeah. And since in Viljandi, for instance, there are so many opportunities to actually, let your creative self loose.
Yeah.
So, hop on the train from the first go. Yeah.
Yeah. I say it all the time, just get involved. And it's how you're going to meet people. It's how, I think everybody's always looking to add somebody new into their group. And especially, a foreigner coming in, I feel like a lot of people would be pretty willing to share, Estonian culture and customs with them as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you should be more open to things because that will give you so many opportunities. Like example from I wasn't very outgoing like that. Like I'm brave, but I'm not that brave. And when I started my studies, I was just like you said, do your thing and be open. And I am like taking every opportunity that I can take because that's what makes you go to places.
Yeah. Absolutely. So as we're about to run out of time here, guys, I wanted to ask you one final question. What's maybe one Estonian thing you can recommend to a foreigner coming in to their first time, fresh off the plane, fresh off the bus? Could be media, food. Maybe you just say, hey, come to Viljandi, come to Pärnu. What would you say?
Kiluleib.
Kiluleib.
So it's a spread sandwich. Try it. You're going to be blown. I'm not going to say whether it's good or bad way.
Well, one of my favorite things is sauna and winter swimming. So definitely try that.
I should have said that.
Can't take it back now. She gets sauna and winter swimming. You get your kiluvoileib.
Okay. But I gotta add, start listening to Estonian music.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yes.
Hunt.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's all the time we have today. Thank you guys so much for being here and spending the time to chat about your colleges with me. And this has been Tiksu to UniTartu. Thank you.